Hello my friends, this is your friend Luna and I'm here today to talk about late transition. When you're over 40 years old and you want to start your transition, a lot of my girl friends always tell me about it, like, hey, is that possible? Well, I'm going to talk about it today because I started when I was 47 years old. And when I started, I didn't have this. Actually, my hair was so hairy, and thanks to the hormones, my hair went away, and I had just a little bit of traces of hair. And but I'm gonna start. So okay, it's a little bit different to me to videos in English because my real language is Spanish, but obviously I speak English. So I'm gonna tell you because I heard many friends of mine, they contact me and tell me, hey, can I start my transition when I'm 40? Can I start my transition when I'm 50? Let me tell you this thing. I know girls that start the transition when they're 70 and they change. The hormones change it. So yeah, you can start it. The hormones are a great thing for your body if you're healthy. The hormones are also dangerous for your body if you're not healthy. So what do you have to do to start a transition when you're late? First, you need to know that you are going to be able to handle the society, because the bully of the society is tremendous, is horrible. Society could be, little kids could be horrible, big people can be horrible, so you have to be ready for that. Also, one thing you have to do is either you save a lot of money or you have a job that you think you will not get fired, because they will be very hard for you to get your job. I live in the United States, I live in Alaska, and I can find a job. I have a job, okay? I have my little shop and I take care of all people, but very little. We only work 7.5 hours a week. So I live in the budget of $3,000 a year. Sometimes I get more, sometimes I get less. So I wasn't very careful when I come out, and I should have been in a kind of like a corporation, start working in a corporation and then come out, because corporations are more delicate and they don't fire you just because who you are. I mean, they do all the time. They do it. All the time they fire you transgender people just because who we are, So this is one thing you have to be very careful, because what is going to be the economical support that you need, especially when you're going to lose your family. A lot of your family will stop talking to you. This is a fact. Unless you have one of those very cool American families, they don't give a shit for that, and they love the person for who the person is, not for what the person is going to be looking like. It's going to be very hard for your wife. It's going to be very hard for your children. I have 5 children, and my children, they have such a hard time in the beginning because I was such a manly person. I was macho man. I have to be the boss. I was a boss. I had like 10 people, and only men. I work only with men, and so let me tell you this thing. For me, to become like this, it was really hard. But I have control in that time, and today I don't have control because they don't give me a job. Where I live, it is impossible. I live in a place where people are, the most horrible thing of the lower 48, the haters of the lower 48, the fascists, the Nazis, the neo-Nazis, the new Bolsheviks, Russians, they moved to Alaska to hate. And I don't know if they moved to hate, but there's a lot of haters here, so to me it's been impossible to get a job. I mean, impossible. I put applications of jobs, no one calls me. And when they call me, I'm overqualified for the job, or they offer me $10 an hour. Let me tell you this thing. In Alaska, $10 an hour is slavery. Nothing more than any job that is $10 an hour is slavery. If you're a young kid, it's fine, but if you're an adult, you cannot live in $10 an hour. And they never offer you a full time. They never offer you medical insurance, nothing like that. So you don't have no benefits. So you have to be very careful in that part of your life before you come out. But if you got all that stuff taken care, coming out will be very easily. And let me tell you this thing, hormones work. When I started my transition, I didn't look like that. I was 47, I'm 54 now, and look at this. It does work. One thing that changed is your sexual life. it's gonna change so much that you're gonna have a lot of troubles in the beginning to understand your sexuality. So you have to be ready that you might lose your orgasms. You don't lose it complete, but they are not the same as right now. Because hormones will make you a woman, but because they make you a woman, women are not that, they don't have the same orgasms as men. Even if I have all the genitals of men, we will say that, I still, to me, my sexuality changed a lot, so you have to be ready for your sexuality. It's not that my sexuality is bad, it's great. But, I be honest, to achieve an orgasm, I have to be with somebody. I need a man, or well, a woman, but I need, more like it is a man, they will bring that orgasm back. And yes, they're strong, beautiful orgasms, great orgasms that you can have, but you need like someone to provoke it to you. Because I've been trying to provoke it myself, and it never works. It just never works. So I stopped trying to do that. Before that, masturbation to me, it was something so easy and so normal to do it. Even take a shower with the masturbation, or wherever I go. But no, now it's different. I'm very different. So you have to be careful in what you're going to choose. Because if you choose a transition with hormones, it's going to be difficult. If you choose a transition by your surgeries, it's also going to be difficult, but your sexuality will not change too much. So I be honest to you, if you're older and you want to start your transition, and you want to go into a low doses of hormones and do more of surgeries to change you, it will be better. Your sexuality will continue and will be good. But I can tell you this thing, transition with hormone is just amazing, beautiful. I felt like a flower every single day. I felt very beautiful. I felt very passionate. I felt I'm the woman I always dreamed I was going to be. So hormones make me feel that woman thing. It changed you from inside out. Before I was very different. Now, today my feelings are different, complete of what it was before. So just transition can change that parts, but it's possible. You're healthy, it's very good. If you're not healthy, let me tell you this thing, you have another choices. I'm not going to talk about those choices, but if you're healthy, let's say you're healthy, you want to start when you're 50. Well, you need to see an endocrinology, so they can see if you will handle the hormones. The hormones are very tough with your body, and they're going to change you because they change you. Look at me, look at these curves. I sometimes when I wake up and I touch and I'm like, whoa, I do have boobies, because that's the hard part. That I did my transition because dysphoria, every time I wake up it was a nightmare for me. Like, because in my dreams I'm always a girl, but I'm not going to talk about that because those are sad things. But yes, you can do your transition, can start when you're older, but you have to do one thing. First thing you have to do is lose weight. Before you touch the hormone, before anything, lose as much weight you can, especially here. Lose everything that is here, because that part is your woman part, okay? Let me tell you, this is not so much, your hips not so much, this. You need, because the waist of the woman is higher than the waist of a man. A man waist is over here. A woman waist is over here. So to lift that in there is a lot of work. And if you do surgeries, it's different. But I'm a person with $3,000 income, so surgeries to me are impossible. I have insurance, which is the Obamacare, which the Obamacare is good. In Title IX, it says exactly how much of the treatment that we should get. But obviously, I live in a state where they're Nazis, they're fascists governing our people. So I don't get any of those. So to me, it's really difficult, that part, but a lot of other people don't have that difficulty. So if you have a good medical insurance, you're set. You will go wherever you want to go. And you have to be careful because you want to go slow first, because you want to understand society, because it's not so easy to just become a woman. You have to build your own woman. You have to be the architect of your woman. So it's not like you just put a dress and you're a woman. Then you need to learn how to walk. Then you need to learn how to stand. learn a lot. You need to learn how to sit. You're gonna need to learn a lot of stuff. Good thing, before I came in transition, I was a little bit already woman, but not so much, because I look like a man and it was horrible. For so many people, I'm still a man because I have my peanuts. But to me, that doesn't make me a man, because gender is in your head. Let me tell you this thing for those people that are gonna start. Gender is in the head. It's not in your body. Your body is just a body, okay? But your head is the one that says, I'm a woman, I'm not a man. So you have to have that very clearly in your head, you are a woman. Because if not, it's gonna be very difficult to integrate to society. It is difficult for every single transgender people, young kids, older people, but older transgender people get bullied more. Because I get bullied like this, I look like this, and people still call me man. Just because they saw something in my ID or my voice. Because I choose not to talk like, I choose to talk like this. This is my voice, and why should I change my voice? My voice is not like a sweet voice, like a cisgender woman, but this is the voice I have, so I choose not to choose it, to change it. And for example, your hands, my hands are big. So do you think this hand is gonna change? Well, I don't think they can cut the hands and make it smaller. They don't do that. So there is some stuff that will never change. And one of those things, the size of your head, you know? My head is big, I got a big head. If you put another human here, the head of the other human will be small. I am a big human. I am 6'1" without high heels. With high heels, I'm like, well, depends what kind of high heels are, but I'm like 6'7". So I'm humongous, I'm very big. That is another thing that you're gonna trying to understand before you get to the transition. That is not gonna change. If you want to be a woman and you conform with the body, you don't care so much about the body, you just wanna live into the society as a woman, you don't need to do too much. You can start it, just hopefully you live in a state where they got more hard than bullies. I don't want to leave Alaska. I love Alaska. I came to Alaska into a quest. It was a journey. And I haven't finished that. And I have 5 children here. I have grandkids here. I cannot just go to another place just to feel good. So I live with bullying. Every single day I walk, someone bully me. Every single day. Somehow, somewhere I get bullied. Especially in government agencies. They're so horrible. In Alaska, they just don't care. You know, even if they know that you identify yourself as a woman, they could still continue to treat you like you're a guy, you know? And that's the way it is. But I'm not complaining about my state today, because my state is one of the most Alaska is one of the most beautiful places in the planet. And yeah, Alaska is number one. One day we're gonna have better government. Right now we don't have the government I want to. But eventually it will, because I will run for office, and then when I run for office, then I will change everything. I will be, now that I say, okay, I'm gonna talk this very quick. Now that I see that Trump he can be a dictator, if I ever become, and somehow I will be a little bit of dictator, because it's possible. This constitution allows you to dictate, and if I will dictate. If you hurt, if you misgender, if you treat a transgender bad, if you abuse a transgender person, you should go to jail. Because it's enough. It's something so clear. But people, especially the people here, you know, those people that don't want to wear masks, is the people that will, you know, if someone is not wearing a mask, because whatever they say, I know that the person, they will say, I cannot accept that you are a woman. To me, you're a man. This is the problem. You want to identify the haters, the ignorant people, is the people that don't use the mask. Even if, you know, this is in this thing is in the air, it is just for decency. Just use it in front to everybody else, because you will show to other people patriotism, and you will show to other people that you want to protect them too. So just to me, this is, I know now, you don't use mask, you're a hater, and 99% of the time it will be the truth. So I'm gonna leave here. Yes, you can do your transition. You have to do, it's different, the hormone treatment for a young human than an older human. So yes, I will give the recipe here for the hormones, but it was not going to be today. Today I just came to say hi to everyone, hi to all my beautiful friends on Facebook. I hope they listen. But yes, it's possible to become a woman, the woman that you want to be, because this is woman boobs. They're so huge. And I haven't had any surgeries. I don't have any surgeries. I still complete nothing. I want some surgeries, and it's something I want to talk to you. I want surgeries myself, and I see I need a little bit of bigger boobs. I need a little bit of hips and a little bit more of that. Just a little, just to shape the dresses better. And I want more hair. This hair is just extensions. My hair it is horrible. Especially that I went to a lady and destroyed my. So my hair right now is so horrible. I hope I can one day I get some hair implant and I can have some face feminization, which I'm crying every day to have. Because yes, I look like a girl when I wake up, but I look a mixed girl. So I want to look just like this when I wake up, and that's what I will do, some surgeries. So, okay, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to touch the little bell, because I will continue doing videos like this and other kind of videos, because I talk about a lot of issues. I don't only talk about transgender. Most people that will know me, they know I talk about politics. I also talk a lot about engineering. I also talk about mechanics. And I also talk a lot about conspiracy theories, which I have so many. And I'm not going to talk today about conspiracy theory, but I've been working in some of those. So don't forget to subscribe. And well, thank you very much. Bye.